Why, hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Amity Bloom. My name is Nazy. Today, I thought it would be kind of fun to just turn the camera on and talk to you guys. I want to do something like this once every month. Let me know in the comments below if you like this idea, but of turning the camera on and basically talking with you as I work on projects. So as I'm working, today I'm working on my new journal release. Over here, I don't know if you can see, I have a pile of fabrics and textiles that I will be creating collages. I already created the covers. You can kind of see the fabrics here. Look at this type of muslin material. Oh, it's from a vintage vest made in India, and you can see I hope that you can see the wooden buttons. Just beautiful textiles. Really pretty buttons. I'm a fan of wooden buttons, and I ordered a huge order of authentic vintage buttons from this seller that I've been getting a lot of my vintage pieces from, so I can't wait to show you that either. Enough of me just yippee yapping. Yippee yapping. I'm going to be working on creating my collage pockets for my new collection of journals. Should I share? I don't know. Shall we go and look? Come on, let's go see. We're off to see the wizard. Ah! Almost tripped. This is a little glimpse of them. Do you like my little setup? If you guys have been a subscriber for a long time, then you know what this owl is from. Those are to my old school Amity Bloom peeps. Alright, let's get back to my desk. Alright, so I'm back. I switched up the camera angle just to kind of show you my working space. You want to spread out all of your materials, and so that is like my number one biggest tip with creating either journals or with creating any type of project. Lay out all of your materials out on a table, and my tip is I organize the materials into their own category. So if it's paper, I put it in one pile. If it's fabric, I put all my fabric in one pile. That kind of thing. And so I will go more in depth into this and to my process of how I create my journals, how I create my things into my classes. Oh, there's a pretty bird outside. Oh, okay, now focus. A question that I get a lot is, where's my table from? The table that I use for filming my videos and that I use as a workspace station is actually a custom built table for my dad. I kind of wanted it to look like a rustic farmhouse table, except as a desk. So today, the types of things that I'm making is for my immigrant journals, like I said before. So the main thing that I do is I basically just take a piece of paper, set it down, and then I just start getting things from various piles, and I start putting them together onto a piece of paper. Like I said, I will go into more detail about this when I create my classes, because there is a lot more that I do that I don't show on camera. So how have you guys been? I hope that you guys have been well. I haven't been as active on YouTube and social media as I would like to be. Just a lot of things. I'm adjusting to a lot. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that I moved out of my parents' house and I have my own apartment. I'm also a student and I have two jobs. One of them being my Amity Bloom business, and another one being I take care of animals, abused animals. We rescue them, and it's for a school. I work at a school. So I'm kind of like a teacher, but not really. I'm trying to balance that with my Etsy shop and with school. So it has been a little bit of a challenge at times, but I am adjusting. That's life. You know, life isn't perfect. You have to adjust to, whatever comes your way. So I'm just trying to balance out my life, kind of like a scale. I feel like a scale, like sometimes I feel like this. Sometimes I get right here, and then I tip over. Oh gosh. So yeah, just trying to balance everything out. Like this morning, oh my goodness. This morning I didn't fall asleep. I was about to fall asleep while driving. So I was falling asleep while driving. Extremely dangerous. I don't even think I told my mom because she would have a panic attack. She is always so scared when I drive late at night. I actually had a friend from high school, and she passed away due to a drunk driver. You know, you never know. That's why I think it's extremely important to treat every day as if it was your last. You know, live a life that you're proud of, and every day do something that you're proud of. And if you're not proud of your actions that day, the next day, it's a new day. You know, do something good for yourself, for others, because you never know. You never know. I've had multiple friends die, and I haven't talked about this on my channel, but I've had a lot of friends from high school that have been sent up to heaven and are up in heaven a little bit earlier than I am. And it's extremely sad. Yeah. So that's why I was a little bit scared. This morning I was falling asleep while driving. But anyway, good heavens. So I finished my little pocket. And when I'm done with it, it goes into the pile. And something cool that I've been doing with my pockets is, I don't know if you can see this on camera. Hopefully it's focusing. But it's vellum. It's vellum that I actually printed on. This idea I saw, I think Tracy Fox. Hi Tracy, if you're watching, sweetheart. You printed on, is it vellum or tracing paper? I'm not sure. I think it's vellum. But she printed on vellum, like she printed these beautiful images, like floral images on vellum, and obviously vellum is transparent, so you can see it. You can see the background from the back, and so I thought that was such a genius idea. And then I saw my dear friend Jivid. Hi Jivid. She printed like typewriter like quotes and poems on vellum, and it looked absolutely beautiful. You guys are so smart. I did it old school. I used my typewriter and I typed on vellum, and it was a pain in the butt. I did it, but it was a pain in the butt because sometimes it would smear, or sometimes it would get stuck in my typewriter. So yeah, this is a much easier way to get that typewriter effect onto vellum. So that's what I've been doing. I printed it on vellum, and I've been adding it onto cards. So let me see if I can get close up. So this is a little postcard, and I've cut out the vellum, and it says, "And the journey itself is home." Really nice and really cool. So I'm really liking how this effect is looking, and then when you distress it, it kind of looks like vintage washi tape, and I've been trying to find washi tape that has like typewriter words on it, but I think this is all I have to do, and it looks beautiful. And because the theme of this is immigrants and travel, I printed off some traveling quotes and some traveling poems, and I think it's gonna look really good. I'm so excited. So all I do, where's my scissors, is I take my scissors and then I cut it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just cut it as straight as I can. And I add it to the pocket. So like this one says, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart." Just so pretty. I'm going to print more of these. Something else that is really fun and exciting is that me and my boyfriend, we added a new member to our family. And by family, I mean just me and him. I don't have any kids. I'm not a mom yet. But at our apartment, when we come home, because we come home at like 11 o'clock at night, and we just get to our apartment, and we're both used to having pets and like, you know, hearing noises from our family. It's just so quiet. So quiet. You know, I'm used to having my little puppy just greet me at the door, so excited, and I missed it. And so we were thinking of getting a dog or a cat, but because we're gone all day and we leave early in the morning and we come home very late at night, so we decided it would just not be the most responsible thing to do obviously. And so we thought what kind of pet, you know, we could get that would fill that void. And so we ended up getting a hamster. And I've wanted a hamster since I was little. My mother never let me because obviously it is a responsibility, and they do live quite a short amount of time. Like I think it's 2 years max. Maybe 3 if you take really good care of the hamster, but she didn't want me to go through the process of, you know, of seeing my hamster die every 2 years. But now that I'm an adult, just kidding, I'm not, I'm still a kid. So I decided to finally get a hamster because the way that I view it is I'd rather the little buddy live its 2 years happy in a home that is loved than stuck at a pet store in a little cage. We did it. We got a hamster. It's a robo dwarf hamster, so just Google some pictures of it. Seriously, the full-grown mature size of the dwarf hamsters, 1 to 2 inches. My Bubbles is about that big. This thing, it's bigger than my hamster. Got a girl hamster, and her name is Bubbles, and she is the cutest thing on the planet. I'm currently in the process of training her so that she knows that I am her friend, I am her mommy, I am not going to kill her, I'm not going to hurt her. So that's what I'm currently working on with her. So I really, really love coming home and seeing Bubbles in her little food bowl and just, oh my god, she makes me so happy. I absolutely love her. So sometimes for my pockets, what I do is I use just scrap pieces of paper that I have lying around, and I use them to make pockets. So like this. This is a scrap piece of paper. All you have to do is dress it up a little bit. Also, I'm really excited to say that I am also going to be doing a video about my random act of kindness that I initially talked about a couple months ago. I have the item. It's a journal that I will be gifting away for the random act of kindness. She, first of all, created a journal for me, which I will be sharing, and it might be my next journal that I use in a traveler's notebook size. And she also created a journal as a random act of kindness to me that I can give as a random act of kindness. So I will be sharing some information for that. Also, I know the number one question I get is, when will I be creating more bohemian journals? They're coming. I'm creating another set. I already have the fabric. My supplier, I put in a custom order, and he just recently came back, and I purchased more fabric than I needed to, but beautiful fabric, and it will be ready for probably by next month. That's my goal, by next month. And they're not Christmas journals, but Christmas is incorporated into the theme and into the story. So I can't wait to show you. So it's not like traditional Christmas colors. It's my interpretation on a bohemian Christmas. So excited for that. So yes, bohemian journals are coming. Don't worry. Classes are coming. Don't worry. Tutorials are coming. Don't worry. I set up my sewing station over there. I take some time and I create a ton of collaged paper pockets that I then go sew them on into the journals, and then I go in and I add my textile pockets and my textile collages and that kind of thing. So here are my collaged pockets. I want to actually change the spool. I want it to be a darker colored thread, just because when I'm working with journals that the style is a little bit more rustic, I typically like to do some more rustic type of colors. So I think I have, yeah, I do. Hello. I have some spools of thread already made. I need to find the contrasting thread. It's over here. So what I do is I put the thread on, and like I said, I will make a video showing you all the type of sewing machine that I have. For this part, I need to get closer. There we go. But I will make a video in the future, a tutorial, sharing with you all how how I sew and kind of like a beginner's sewing 101, where I show you my process, the type of sewing machine that I have, and how I get my pockets and how I make my sewing and that kind of thing. So now let me pull this thread out. There we go. There we go. All right. And it's kind of funny because like a year ago, I had no idea how to sew, which is the funny part. I owe it all to my mama. She's the one that taught me basically how to sew and how to do everything. She taught me everything. All right, so I'm going to make my pocket right here. First, I'm going to stitch this together. Very, very pretty, very pretty. I love using darker stitching for my rustic journals. Like, I don't know if you've seen my recent collection. Do you like my little tiny scissors? My recent collection of Bloom journals, like I would never use dark thread when it comes to something like that because of the style, you know. The style, it's kind of like makeup. Like, if you're wearing makeup and you want a more natural look, then you don't put dark makeup on, you know? But if you want a more like sultry look, then you use dark makeup. Because this is actually going to be a cute little pocket. Stitch that. There we go. You can hear my doggy. So there we go. We have ourselves our first pocket. And then this is just the beginning. This is just one step that I take. And then after this, I do the other steps. Geronimo, let me close the door. Oh, and now he stops barking. I just wanted to do just something fun to give you a different angle and just give you a couple little tips of sewing. Over here, I don't know if you can see. Let me turn you around. All right, so there's my sewing machine. There's some of the pockets I was making. And then this is my little sewing nook. Really pretty. And then on the other side, that needs to be moved over here. But I'm still in the process of changing things up, so I will definitely. And that there, this is an old sewing book that I got from an antique store. This sewing book, and you can see they're like the drawings on it. It's an old book that I got from an antique store, so I can't wait to dig into that. Then here, my typewriter, my journal, camera lens. Anyway, okay, that's enough. Back to my desk. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little video. It was definitely a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys weren't bored. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video or if you don't like it. And I will definitely create more if you do. Probably next week I will come out with another journal with me. And then after that I will be showcasing my immigrant journal. So I can't wait until you guys see those. So again, thank you so much for your patience, for your support. Every video I thank you guys, but it's true. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And well, I don't mean like I wouldn't be here on the planet. I owe that to my mama. But I wouldn't be here on YouTube. And a little shout out to my mom. Hola, mami. She has been my godsend these past couple of months. I could not be able to come here with a smile and film a video for you all if it wasn't for my mother. So, gracias, mommy. She's my #1 fan. So, as always, my lovely Amity Bloom family, I hope that your day is filled with a huge abundance of peace and love. Bye-bye.